I'm Jimmy Fasig, and I want to talk to you about what your personal injury lawyer will never tell you. As personal injury lawyers, we have an ethical duty to act in the best interest of our clients at all times. Now, some personal injury lawyers take that duty very seriously, but there are other personal injury lawyers that don't act in the best interest of the client, but they act in the best interest of themselves. And what I mean by that is, in the personal injury business, we make our money on a contingency fee, which means that the more money we get for our client, the more we get paid. So in that sense, our interests are aligned with our client, and so we are motivated to try to work for the client. However, the other side of that coin is our profit margins, and this is what people don't know. Everybody knows we work on a contingency fee, but people don't know that our profit margins are also dictated by the amount of time that we put into a case. So the least amount of time we can put into the case, the more money we're going to make in terms of our profit margin. So that motivates personal injury attorneys, and it motivates some unethical personal injury attorneys to put as little time as possible in a case, sometimes at the expense of the client who wants to maximize the value of the case. Now, why does that happen? Because the personal injury lawyer doesn't want to do the work. And if the lawyer doesn't want to do the work, they're not going to litigate the case, and they're definitely not going to try the case. And the reality is, litigating a case is when you take the case to court. And litigating a case takes a lot of work. Personally, I litigate lots of cases. You can check the court docket in Tallahassee, in Leon County, in Gaston County, in Orange County, and you're going to see my firm and my name litigating a whole bunch of cases because I take my ethical duties seriously. There are other lawyers out there, though, and I know a lot of them, a lot of lawyers and they call themselves personal injury lawyers, and they've never litigated a personal injury case, not a single case. There are other lawyers out there that litigate personal injury cases, but they've never tried a personal injury case. They've never taken a case to a jury trial. A jury trial is a lot of work. Litigating a case is a lot of work. So for the lawyers that are out there just settling cases and churning and burning these settlements, they're not maximizing the value for their clients. They are maximizing the profits for themselves. So the point of this is, if you're looking for a personal injury lawyer, or even if you already have a personal injury lawyer, make sure that lawyer is working for you. Make sure when you're looking for a personal injury lawyer that you find a lawyer that litigates cases and tries cases. And you don't have to go very far, but to check the docket, the court docket, to see how many cases that particular lawyer is litigating in your area. You don't have to go very far. If you ask the lawyer how many cases they've tried, they have an ethical duty to tell you the truth. But the reality of it is, there are a lot of them out there that call themselves personal injury lawyers. They're nothing but settlement negotiators, and they're doing their client a disservice because they're not maximizing the value for the case. Imagine if you are an insurance company, and what we do is we deal with insurance companies. And it's a small community out there. The legal community and the insurance community is small. And if you're an insurance adjuster and you know you're dealing with a lawyer who's not going to litigate the case, who's not going to hold their feet to the fire, who's not going to try the case, they're going to settle for pennies on the dollar. Sometimes they're going to settle for a fraction of the total value of the case. And then who suffers as a result of that? Not the lawyer, who's making big margins because he's putting very little effort into the case. No, it's the client. Bottom line, do your research, check your lawyer's history, make sure that your lawyer is the kind of lawyer that's willing to fight for you.